Hi everyone, welcome back. I have another skincare reaction for you, and today we have a guy. I get so many requests for men, and so I'm gonna do this one. It is Taylor Zakhar Perez. If I am saying his name wrong, I am sorry. I am just starting to get to know this face and this chest that is being presented to us today. I was told by my producer Carly, who is sitting right behind this camera, that he was in a movie called The Kissing Booth, and that it's a terrible movie, but he's very nice to look at in this movie. So she's chuckling. Oh, he's in the second Kissing Booth, and still a terrible movie, but worth watching when you are still in self-quarantine. So, you know, anything to get a nice face to look at. And apparently he might have a nice nighttime skincare routine too. So we love a man who has a skincare routine. I will applaud him right away. I know, why do we applaud men just for doing the bare minimum, right? There we go though. A man who has a 9-step skincare routine, I'm just gonna applaud it right away. Anyways, so let's see what he's up to. This will be fun. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Susan Yara. I have been in the beauty industry for 2 decades. I started off as a beauty editor. I now have a skincare line on this YouTube channel. I love to talk about skincare, but I talk about all beauty topics truly because I just love beauty. So I like doing these skincare reactions. They're meant to be fun, they're meant to be educational, and just give us an opportunity to have a conversation about skincare. So let's get started.
I'm Taylor, and tonight I'm gonna show you my nighttime routine.
Guy with a skincare routine.
For me, skincare has always been a top priority. I modeled for 15 years, I've been acting for 10, and you just have to always make sure that you have a clear complexion. So I was super lucky because my mom is an esthetician, so she taught us.
I mean, Mom. I love that he, from obviously an early age, which I hope I am sharing with Nikosh and Isla, my 2 children, that, you know, skincare is important.
All the things to do to take care of our face. So today I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 products that I'll be sharing with you.
Why is this so exciting for me? You guys, I feel excited about this. Again, it's just, you know, we don't see this too often. And you know what I really love is that he has a beard, and I get so many questions about how you cleanse your face with a beard, how you apply all of your products with a beard, how you know, sunscreen's not gonna be addressed in this, but you know, even sunscreens for my beard, not my beard, by the way, not my beard. Sometimes I get a stash, but I don't have a beard, not yet. I'm not there yet in my life. Anyway, but you know, I get all these questions, so I'm hoping that we're gonna see him address some of this.
I have combination skin, and that's how I buy all my products. All right, first, I am going to brush my teeth. I use Colgate Optic White. I drink a lot of tea, so my teeth stain really easily, and I brush my teeth with an electric toothbrush, always have. So I'm just gonna bore you to death with some toothbrushing. Next up, let's start the face routine.
You know what's funny is I see so many people comment about this. It has kind of nothing to do with skincare, but we always see them pull the toothbrush out and the toothpaste out at the very end of the skincare routine, and I see so many people say, why do they do it last? Why don't they do it first? So there you go. Maybe the note was taken and he was advised to do it first.
I use Total Cleansing Oil by Clarins. I love it because it has all these natural ingredients in it, and it doesn't irritate my face. So the best thing about it for me is that before I hop in the shower usually, if I have, you know, like a lot of SPF on my face from the day, I'm able to just pop this on, kind of walk around for a few minutes, and it just lifts everything off my face. It also preps my skin for a shave. Yes, I shave at night, but we'll get there. We'll get there next.
All right, I love a man who starts with an oil cleanser. I mean, my heart. I don't know if I can handle watching the rest of this video. I feel so proud. and happy. And he makes a really great point. He goes in with this oil cleanser and it softens his beard to prep it for shaving. It's actually really smart if you think about it. I hadn't even considered that because I'm not shaving every single night. So it just hadn't even occurred to me that maybe oil cleansing could also help soften your beard area before you get into the shower. It's a very smart thing. He talked about natural ingredients. You guys know it's not about natural ingredients. It's just about using ingredients that work on your skin. You know, he said that this doesn't irritate his face. Great. Those are truly the things that matter. It doesn't irritate his face and it's going to cleanse his skin and he really enjoys using it. That's what matters. And he applied it to dry skin. At least that's what it seemed like. So he's doing a great job so far.
I shave at night because I have pretty sensitive skin and I usually get some kind of like razor burn under here, and I'm not the best shaver, so I'll like sometimes cut myself.
Okay, wait, so he's gonna go straight into the shave. So this is a question I get often. Can you just use an oil cleanser and not use a water-based cleanser afterwards? I'm not sure if he's going to go in with another cleanser after the shave. But as of right now, it doesn't seem like it. It seems like now he's just going straight into shaving his beard. So presumably, you know, if you're using a good oil cleanser, it should rinse off of your face. Even if it leaves a little bit of a layer, it should technically have ingredients that can be left on your skin and be nice for your skin. And if you have dry skin that can handle having a little bit of oil left over, then it's probably fine. So there's nothing wrong with it if his skin can handle it. So let's just kind of continue seeing what happens. But if you like to only go in with an oil cleanser, you can technically go in with just an oil cleanser. As long as it's rinsing nicely and your skin isn't feeling like it's leaving too thick of a layer for you.
So I use this Malin+Goetz vitamin E shaving cream. You know, like growing up, your dad gives you that like in the can, put it on your face, and you can't see your skin, and then like you get your sideburn, and your one sideburn's up here and the other one's down here, and then you're like, oh my God. So the thing I love about this one is that it's see-through, you know, just vitamin E helps give like a glide, I guess, you know, to the razor, and it doesn't clog it. So it's like lotion, right? Goes on pretty easily. But I'm a huge fan of products that are derived from nature, you know, like natural ingredients, and not one. It's like a Got Milk commercial. You know, not ones with tons of chemicals in it, just because, I don't know, I get really bad reactions to it. I'll start with the bottom first.
All right, so you guys know how I feel about that comment. Natural ingredients don't necessarily mean that they are better ingredients. You know, I think at this point we know what people mean when they say they don't like to use products that have chemicals in them. They're talking about ingredients that they deem toxic or that they, you know, think might be irritating and stuff. But I think there's a lot of misinformation out there about what is truly, you know, like okay for your skin and what isn't. And you know, the thing that I think we've really come to learn is that if it is out there on the market, it likely is safe for your skin because it wouldn't be allowed to be sold, essentially, at least not here in the United States. Everything is a chemical. So, you know, I think we need to wrap our heads around that and not be so scared, you know, about the types of ingredients that we're using, especially if the products are working for you. So while, you know, I appreciate where he's coming from, I love plant-derived ingredients as well, but I do think that there are wonderful synthetic ingredients out there too, and there are very proven, scientifically proven to do great things for your skin ingredients out there.
It also has this like tingly feeling, which I also like.
Taylor? The tingly feeling could actually be very irritating, so keep that in mind. So when people tell me like they don't want ingredients or products that are irritating for their skin, I tend to think that they're talking about ingredients like alcohol, for instance, drying alcohol like SD alcohol or denatured alcohol. But you know, it's never really clear what it is that they mean by irritating. Essential oils and that tingly feeling can also potentially be irritating for the skin. I don't necessarily tell people that they can't use those things. I even use products that have certain essential oils in them, and I'm totally fine with that. I just like to be aware of it because, you know, if you start to get an irritation, it's easy to pinpoint some of these types of ingredients, especially if it's something that you've just like newly introduced into your skincare routine. So I only point this out right now because he talked about how he doesn't like to use irritating ingredients on his face, and then he likes the tingle, right? So it's kind of like, these things don't make complete sense. So Taylor, it's just something to keep in mind. That tingle is technically something that could lead to irritation. So just keep that in mind.
Who taught me how to shave? I don't think it was my dad. And I don't think my dad taught me how to tie a tie either. I think I was too embarrassed to ask him. I just went online, and this is when YouTube was first coming up. I think I just used to watch my dad shave and pretend to shave in my bathroom, so then I was like, I don't know how to shave. Yeah. All right, are these even? I do the hair person thing. Yeah, that looks even enough to me.
I can't even imagine having to shave my face because the technique in there and like not cutting yourself and everything. I mean, I'm so lazy when it comes to shaving my own legs, and I even like nick my legs and stuff. So it's just, you know, there's a lot that goes into shaving your face and getting that precision and not having all these nicks all over your face and stuff, including having the right kind of shaving cream, which these are like the one that he used by Malin+Goetz. It's a really nice one. It really is more like a cream. It's all about getting that slip for your razor, similar to the way I say like when you're gonna use a jade roller or any kind of a device on your face, you wanna make sure you have enough slip so that you're not tugging at your skin. It's the same thing with shaving your skin is, you know, you wanna make sure there's enough slip so that it's not tugging, it's not irritating, and your hair is softer, so it's not leaving that razor burn as well. So that's exactly the reason to use the cream that he used, whether it's the cream or the old school type of foam that he was talking about. I haven't looked at the ingredients in a shaving foam, not ever, I don't think I've really ever considered it. But really what it comes down to is having that proper slip for your skin and for the hair.
Next, toner. I love Clarins Soothing Toner. It's kind of gooey, right? It's not like water, like you'll find Witch Hazel or a lot of other companies have products that just kind of roll off of your hands. I just wipe it on my face like this, wait for it to dry. Takes a second for it to all soak in.
I see so many guys do this online, on social media. Like there's so many more, even like dermatologists, like men dermatologists that do their skincare routines, and you just see them just like be so rough with their face, and it just makes you wonder, why? What's the need to be so rough with your face? Treat it like a baby. It's always interesting to me when I speak to a man and they tell me that they shave and they always use like a toner or like an aftershave, and they like that tingle that they get from, you know, putting on, like, especially the aftershave. My brother-in-law was like, I like that alcohol feel, that tingle I get from the alcohol in my aftershave, and I was like, don't do that. This product is fine. The way he described it, it sounded more like an essence to me because it's a little thick and hydrating and stuff. It has really nice hydrating ingredients, one of them being glycerin. It has chamomile to help calm your skin, but it also has fragrance. You guys know, I am not anti-fragrance whatsoever. If you like a product that has fragrance and it's not doing anything bad to your skin, it's not irritating it or anything, it's probably fine. Enjoy the heck out of that product. But in this instance, you are shaving your skin. And that is when I think you need to be a little bit more careful with the ingredients that you put on afterwards. Your skin is technically a little bit more impaired at this point, right? Like he essentially did a deep exfoliation on his face, on the lower half of his face with that shave. So now he needs to be a little bit more mindful of the ingredients that he's putting on. So at least he's not putting on that strong alcohol, you know, aftershave that men used to always put on, that men probably still put on all the time, that gives you that burn. You know, like that's just that's pure irritation right there. That burn is bad. You should not feel the burn. But you know, in this case, even though this is like an okay product, probably fine product for what he just used it for, I would still say to him, like, if you're trying to avoid irritation and stuff, avoid putting on a toner that has fragrance in it, because you don't want anything that's gonna go onto your skin once it's impaired like that, that might irritate your skin.
Next is the night cream. So I use Clarins Extra Firming Night Cream. I like it a lot. And this helps with fine lines and wrinkles, and for me, it's like more preventative. So I like this stuff. It's thick, but in a good way. You know, it stays on at night. And over the years, I've changed my moisturizers, and I've landed on this one and just really dig it. You know, it's like I feel, especially if I'm putting a lot of stuff on my face and wearing a lot of SPF, just kind of rehydrates it overnight and makes me feel better in the morning. Big fan.
Love that he's going in with a moisturizer. Yes, you can put on a thick moisturizer even when you are in your late 20s. In fact, you should. You guys have heard me say this. You need a moisturizer. You want to lock in all of the hydration in your skin. This is not a moisturizer that has any anti-aging ingredients or anything like that. So this isn't something that's preventing at all. This is, I mean, it is preventing because it's you know, keeping his skin barrier intact. It's helping to rehydrate and moisturize his skin, like he said. You know, after shaving your face, again, it was a deep exfoliation. You want to soothe your skin barrier, right? So that's very important to put on some type of a moisturizer to help just like protect and lock in everything. This one again is totally fine. All the ingredients are nice. I'm sure it feels really good, but the only hesitance I have now again is because he has technically a damaged skin barrier right now. It's a little bit impaired because of his shave. So he put on another product that has a lot of fragrance in it. So it's just, again, I'm not anti-fragrance. This would be the time though, after shaving your face, that I'd be a little bit more mindful of putting fragrance on your skin because it can be irritating. You just don't want to feel that burn. And I think that men have really just associated that burn with it's okay after I shave my face, and it's just not. You should be even more careful. And you know, for men out there who are used to feeling that kind of like tingle or burn and like it, I think it signals to you that it's working, right? It's doing something that it's supposed to do for your skin, but it's not. It's actually irritating your skin, and this could be something that really affects you in the long run.
Back to Malin+Goetz. Their under eye cream is dope. So they have a couple under eye creams. I used to use their rice bran cream, but this one, I like this one. You know, sometimes you put stuff on your face and in like 4 hours it feels like it's gone, which I guess I'm sure it's doing its job, right? It's like soaking into your skin, doing its thing. But when I use this stuff and I use like a little bit extra at night and put it under my eyes, I wake up in the morning and I don't have, you know, these like dark spots, don't have like the, you know, like the line that goes here. It just kind of lifts everything out and hydrates it.
So what he's talking about is the difference between just formulation, essentially. Like some of your under eye products can be really hydrating, but maybe they're more serum-like or they're a gel base versus something that's more of a cream base. It all just depends on formulation, just like moisturizers. You guys know eye creams are just mini moisturizers, maybe different ingredients than your moisturizer, and that would be the reason to use it. Or in the case that, you know, when I use eye cream, I tend to use it in the daytime underneath my makeup because I'm just getting that extra moisture so that my makeup will sit really well, right? What he's talking about when he says he wakes up and he like doesn't have the line anymore, this isn't a miracle product. I'm sure this is a totally fine eye cream. I have not tried it, but what he might be talking about is when you are using an eye cream there, it plumps, it hydrates the skin, right? And so if you're waking up with more hydrated, plump skin, it can change the way the dark circles and like the bags under your eyes can look, because that plumping can help the shadowing. It makes the shadows look a little bit differently, and it can make you look more awake and more youthful and just, you know, like you're not tired, like you don't have bags. I'm the opposite. I've told you guys, whenever I use eye creams at night, what I tend to find is I wake up a little bit more puffy feeling, and that causes me to look like I have bags under my eyes. So it's like, it really all depends on your face shape, what you've got that you're working with here. You know, it's all about, this is why skincare can be so personal, right? So this is stuff to consider. You know, it's just that temporary hydrating and plumping effect that he's talking about.
The cherry on top product that I like to use in the winter, or if I'm just super dehydrated, or, you know, just if my skin is feeling kind of funky, it's a True Botanicals Moisture Lock Overnight Mask, okay?
I mean, I gotta say, I love a man who uses an overnight mask. Oil cleanse, overnight mask, it's pretty impressive.
This stuff, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like magic in a little jar. It doesn't feel like a mask, dries super nice, and doesn't feel like greasy, doesn't get on your pillow. Yeah, see how you can rub it in and like not greasy, And just kind of like the toner, you wait for it to dry a little bit to move on to the next thing. But I'm a huge fan of overnight masks. As we wait for this to dry.
Okay, so first off, I want to try this True Botanicals mask. I'm sure it's a little bit pricey. I haven't even looked up the price. I have enjoyed some of the True Botanicals products I have tried, so I'm very curious about this mask. It sounds like it's right up my alley. Something that I actually just heard him say now and also heard him say earlier that I forgot to address is that he kind of lets it dry down, like the toner for instance, and you actually don't want to let these dry down, especially the toner. It's helping to prep your skin for your next skincare products, and your skincare products work better on hydrated, damp skin. You know, it doesn't matter if it is after you just washed your face or something. If your skin is more damp, you want to apply products. Not when your skin is wet, because that's just gonna make it harder to apply your products. But when it's still damp, you can feel that it's hydrated still. You wanna apply your next products because that's gonna help your products really absorb into your skin and just work harder for you and just also lock in that hydration. So you don't need to necessarily let it dry down. That's not the right term for it. You can wait a couple of seconds so that it starts to absorb a little bit and then you go in with your next product, but you don't necessarily want it to dry down.
I can't even open this, man, since it. So I always put chapstick on at night. I might breathe out of my mouth or something, but I always wake up with dry lips.
Chapstick, Burt's Bees, great.
That's kind of gross. I don't have dry lips. I use chapstick. So the final thing that I do before I go to sleep.
It's so funny. It's not chapstick. You guys all know that's a brand name, but lip balm. Lip balm.
If I have some problem areas on my face, is a spot treatment. This is tea tree oil. As you can see, I have, a couple dots here. I think I have some right here. And I usually put it on my face, just with my finger. Like, I don't really use a Q-tip. Put it here. Make sure you don't get it in your eye or in your mouth or like under your nose. And then if I have like a pretty crazy problematic area, I've been using this Neutrogena.
Okay, so the tea tree oil as a spot treatment. It's not my go-to ingredient for a spot treatment. If it's mixed in and formulated into an acne treatment, then okay, fine. It's anti-inflammatory. It seems to have like antimicrobial properties to it and stuff. So it could be good formulated in products that have ingredients that are proven to treat acne, like salicylic acid. But on its own, I just wouldn't really bother with tea tree oil. It could irritate your skin used on its own like that, especially directly from the bottle. I didn't take a good enough look at this one, but essential oils are meant to be diluted, and he didn't dilute, he just put it directly onto his skin. So this could be highly irritating especially for your pimples, right? I see that he's gonna go in with an actual acne treatment though, so let's just continue on before I finish.
I've been using this Neutrogena on the spot treatment since I was a kid, and it always helps me. I can actually use it right now because I do have those two little spots. I'll just leave that on. And that's it.
I mean, Taylor, I guess I gotta maybe just watch Kissing Booth and get started on it and see what it's all about first, but this is a good start. You have piqued my interest and it might be in my queue on Netflix. So that last product that he used, now that is an acne treatment. The main ingredient is benzoyl peroxide that will absolutely help your skin if you have acne. So that's more of what I would be looking for. If you have acne and you want a spot treatment, that's what you want to look for, is a product that has the proven ingredients like benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, ingredients like that are really truly proven to help fight your acne. So that was Taylor Zakhar Perez. Again, we sometimes applaud men for doing the bare minimum, but I feel like he had a good handle on his skincare routine and the reasons why he was using these products. There are obviously like a couple of things where I was like, that's not necessarily true. Or, if he's saying he's wanting to avoid irritation, he's actually using some products with ingredients that could potentially irritate his skin. But other than that, he went in the perfect order with his skincare routine. He had really nice products in his skincare routine. And I can't help but fully appreciate that because this is what we want to see. Skincare is for everybody, right? So I love to see it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. You can find me on Instagram @SusanYara. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.